Hey guys, Papa Dan here, and guess where we are? Yeah, we're actually in the train room. The long-awaited episode number 8, I believe it is. I had to go back and look in my archive on YouTube to see what it was that I had updated you on the last time. And it was back right after the Acme show, which is the first or second weekend in November. So we're talking the last update I did was last November. So I mean, that's crazy. But we got some stuff done to show you. The first thing you'll probably notice, let me, wrong way. Pan out here a little bit, is all the mountains have got the base color on them, and I've taken down all of the all that ugly paper that I had up behind them that was just kind of protecting the walls a little bit. So, but all the mountains have got the base color on them. So no more big white mountains. And then I've started work on the waterfall, which, as you can probably tell looking at the bottom of it here, the difference in the color, and this is still wet, so I can't do any painting there yet. But all of the rock molds that I'm using on it, those were obviously real dry. So I went ahead and I put the base color on those. And then something that I wanted to show you that I'm really pleased with the way it came out. If you remember when I first, way back, probably the first episode, maybe second episode, I had showed you how I saved the 2-inch thick white styrofoam that I had used for the base on the old layout when it was in the other room. And when I took it up off of the bench work, it just kind of broke off in chunks. Well, I saved all those chunks, and that's what I used to make the back of the mountains here, and then I built them out this way. In fact, hold on here real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alrighty, I ducked under the table here, and you're getting a behind the scenes look. But this is the 2-inch thick white styrofoam that I had saved off of the other layout. And all I did was just kind of piece it together, and then I glued it down to the base here. And that's what I used for the background, so to speak, for the mountains. Now let me go back out to the front side here. So to make, I just took and just painted like the peaks up here to look like rock, and that's what all the gray is. Here is just painted styrofoam. I mean, it's got Sculptamold over it, but it's just painted. I didn't really do any sculpting or anything like that, like you normally see when they make mountains out of styrofoam. But here, what I did, something a little different I wanted to try. This piece right here is actually a rock mold that I attached to the back piece and then blended it in along the edges and then painted the whole thing. And I was really pleased with the way that came out. So much so that I'm probably going to do it here. I'm not going to do it a lot because I don't want to overdo it, but just to give it some more dimension, I'm going to put another one here, and then probably maybe like another small one like in here or right down in here. Like I said, just something to give it a little bit more dimension. And then another thing that I've decided that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bigger rock molds like this, and this wall or mountain as that you can see here going down to the waterfall, and then from there going down to the tunnel. I'm going to use these bigger rock molds, and I'm going to make this all rock face. So it just looks like a big rock mountain going here, because it's so straight up and down that it's going to be hard to put trees on here or really any kind of scenery. So I'm going to go ahead and use the rock molds like this and just make it a big rock wall, to so to speak. So that's where we're at. Give you one last kind of look see here. Haven't done anything with the center here or the other side yet. When I've gotten in here, I've been working on the waterfall here. And what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to finish painting it once it dries, and then I'm going to start working some of the scenery from this edge of the waterfall this way and from that edge of the waterfall that way, because I want to get the scenery done before I do the water, because I don't want anything to get in and mess up the water once I put the water in there. So, and this is going to be the toilet paper water technique that Marklund of Sweden has done, and I did it on the diorama with the seaplane. That was the first time I did it, and that's why I made that diorama, was to get some practice using it so that I could use it here on the layout. But that's what this is going to be for the waterfall. And then for the lake scene, which will be next after I get the waterfall done or to a certain point, then I'll be coming back over this way to the drop down section, and I'll be carving that out and making the lake scene there. So, alrighty, well, that's about everything I've got. That's where we're at on the Mountain Range Railroad. So if you've got any ideas or any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. I'm always open to that. Oh, I wanted to give you, one more quick, just to kind of give you an idea of what this is going to look like. We'll put the bridges kind of in place here, just a little bit of a mock-up. But that's what that's going to look like when we get it going here. So, okay, I'm just starting to ramble now, so we'll leave you with a scene of the bridge by the waterfall, and we'll talk to everybody on the next video. Hope you all have a great week and a good weekend coming up. We'll see y'all later. Bye.